So I decided to do some of these decline push-ups. Well, I'm not going to use full body weight because I want to do. I'm just trying to hit the muscle group right now. I'm not trying to overdo anything. Okay. Okay, so now I got to tighten my stomach. These will help strengthen just your one arm push up. This right arm's barely doing anything, so it helps you strengthen your overall one arm push up if you're doing one arm push ups. I got some sap on my finger. Hold on a second. I'm just starting really mild on those because try to do 5 sets of those. Feels good today. It's really nice weather. This is my optimum kind of weather here. You know, freaking optimum. An optimum weather. So no supplements. I'm seeing vascularity, cuts. That's what I'm looking for. Now everything's gonna be perfect. I just started my workout. My pump is kind of low gauge right now, but now I'm gonna go back in those one arm cyst push-ups. That actually uses 2 arms. So I guess I got the name wrong. Okay. So just woke up, drinking some coffee, enjoying the cool morning weather. And no, I haven't washed, I haven't bathed. But what I am going to do right now is I guess I'm going to use one of these refreshing cucumber wipes. Just to get it all at least somewhat sanctified right now. At least on a average basis of being sanctified. You gotta be sanctified in the morning a little bit. And it does a pretty good job, you know. And I'm just having this coffee, enjoying it. I felt like sharing my coffee with you. And my dog is right here. And she's a good girl. Her name is Bella. I don't know if my mohawk is even looking alright, but it don't even matter. Yeah. So as long as I can wake up, sun popped up today, so it looks like sunny days ahead. Broke my fourth mirror. Something happens a lot when you don't have anywhere to set them outside and the fucking wind gets to them and you forgot that you left them there and now they're balanced on something and the wind comes and boom, they break. It happens a lot. I do that shit a lot. Whew. You had to wake up a little bit there. Oh, this coffee's good. Even though I don't like Dunkin' Donuts that much, I do like. Other people like Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and I don't understand. It's just, to me, it tastes like an old ghetto, B minus fucking coffee. But anyway, there's this one called something else, donut coffee or something. I don't know what it's called, but similar kind of name or something, as in associated with donuts, which I don't like. Very rarely. I can't ever find a good apple fritter. I know that there's people that can make good apple fritters out there, but the best apple fritter I ever had was in Missouri Military Academy. Or no, that was Kemper. Maybe that was Kemper. Yeah, it was Kemper. Kemper had the Kemper Military School, rather, had apple fritters that were light and fluffy. Okay, if you can find apple fritters that aren't loaded with grease and packed with glaze, you're probably somewhere in the right direction looking for a good apple fritter. Apple fritters should look like softball size, pretty much round, fluffy, light. The outside should also have a light glaze, not a heavy one. So that's a real apple fritter. And for those who don't know, a little experience in life will tell you, hey, this is good, that ain't. And when you see people eating that stuff on a daily, well, they'll switch it up so often because everything is bland. So if you go to a bakery, you're not going to find fluffy apple fritters on any level, that I know of. Anywhere around, you're not going to find a fluffy apple fritter, light and fluffy with a light glaze. But that's just how it is. That's just how it is. I mean, these days, it's just ridiculous. And then, like, if you have, let's say, you have a giant buffet and you can't load it full of people, something ain't right. Something ain't right. So, now, at Kemper Military School, they also had really good breakfasts. I remember eating those breakfasts and just pile driving on poached eggs and waffles with butter. But at Missouri Military Academy, they had the best on probably any level that I've ever run into again. The best hot dinner rolls. They were so good, I think they even, I don't know, we would just look forward to those hot dinner rolls like there's nobody's business. I mean, you would literally try to cram as many of those hot butter dinner rolls in your mouth with butter, real butter, and before you even started really touching on hardly any other food. They were so good. The fucking rolls, and they did have a little strangeness that you couldn't quite identify. In other words, they weren't super soft in the rolls. They were soft. They weren't super soft. So it almost had a little slight, I don't know what to say, maybe biscuit mix to it or something. It's just something about those dinner rolls that just rang true of, no, you can't copy these. These are this. So people would try to steal the recipe and they would come and order them from the military school in batches and shit, the dough or something. Used to sell their dough to people because the mix was so good. Anyway, it was a secret, but they would sell you, like, I think the dough, the pre-made dough or some crazy shit. People were just so in love with those fucking dinner rolls. And you know, if you're eating a lot of bread these days, people would be looking, look at that idiot eating all that bread. Yeah, but look at what shape he's in. Oh, well, I wasn't talking about his shape. I was saying, look at what a glutton. You know, people are just so retarded. It's like, of course, I'm going to fucking pile drive some good dinner rolls, man, with butter and not margarine. And I'm not afraid of gluten. So, I mean, first of all, when you're afraid of everything, then that shit's bled over into your other generations. And now your kids and everyone are fucking allergic to, everything because you forced it upon them, almost like you would think a witch would do. You forced them to be paranoid of various things, and now they fucking are allergic to 3 or 4 fucking things now, because of you. Maybe 5 generations back, and then 4 generations back, same thing. 3 generations, but now you're living today, and your current fucking parent, if you will, is telling you the same shit. Yeah, well, your uncle died of that because, he didn't listen to his mother said he was allergic to it, but he still liked to eat them, and he ended up getting cancer and dying. That's you. They'll fucking make you believe shit like that. And then, of course, like a fucking curse, people fucking listen to it. So I'm about to start something, I guess. Just ate some enchiladas, and yeah, I ate some enchiladas. Dude, I've never had good enchiladas. I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of things I have that I can say, yeah, that was good. But as far as like enchiladas, I don't think I've ever had a good dish of enchiladas. They're just bland, fucking a red sauce. And it's, it just doesn't compare to, like, let's say, el dente spaghetti and meatballs or some shit, But anyway, I feel pretty good. I was going to start right now, even though my belly's full, but I just felt like, yeah, start anyway. Just fucking go. But I don't know, maybe another 15 minutes. So I decided to do some of these decline push-ups. I'm not going to use full body weight. Because I want to I'm just trying to hit the muscle group right now. I'm not trying to overdo anything. Okay. Okay, so now I gotta tighten my stomach. These will help strengthen just your one arm push up. This right arm's barely doing anything, so it helps you strengthen your overall one arm push up if you're doing one arm push ups. I got some sap on my finger. Hold on a second. I'm just starting really mild on those because probably going to try to do 5 sets. Try to do 5 sets of those. Feels good today. It's really nice weather. This is my optimum kind of weather here. Freaking optimum. Yeah. Okay. So I just started doing these off camera, so I might as well do them on camera while I'm here. So this push-up's a little different. Um, it's a little wider. That's all. But yeah, it's a little different, all right? It's a little wider. It's not a close grip. So it's time that I do these. Now I don't have an obstruction. I turn the whole mechanism around. I still bend at the pelvis, but I just don't have to worry about an apparatus down there. So I can basically do my feet a tad different on this one. I'm going to fix this a little, so needs to have the feet things down, facing down, and then I need to get a little twig under there or something. Be better, more better. See my feet back in place. There we go. So I haven't done anything for a while. I just started. Before the sun goes down, I'm gonna do some stuff. No supplements. Try to touch your sternum to the wood or the seat, or barely, or not at all, just close. Okay, start with 20 or whatever I did, I don't know. So whenever I do any kind of a lot of close grip something, always make sure I move it apart a little bit. Now I got to do a set of the similar shit, but now it's got to be a little wider apart. So, and that's what I do. So like, I'm calculating, okay, yeah, this needs to be done at a wider, slightly wider. That's it. That's the only thing I left out of the equation, so that's why I would do it. It's out of the equation, it needs to be in the equation though. So, and yeah, it's always different, you know, depending on how you go about it. But this angle is also slightly different than what I had before. So the whole angle is actually, I believe, different. I think I had this thing clear up to the top of the stairs there. And last time I did them, and the mechanism was turned around so that it was difficult because that thing was in the way. It's a piece of metal. But yeah, I like to do them wide grip. Not wide, but you know, slightly wider, and that's it. These are about really comfortable too when they're a little wider. So it feels good. Slightly wider grip.